What's up, guys? Back with another quick instructional, just trying to keep this to a minute here. We're going over what's a kettlebell thruster today. Okay, so we're using kettlebells in place of a barbell, a little more single arm strength building and stability and balance involved here. First thing I really want to quick touch on is gripping the kettlebell in the front rack position. So we talked briefly about this when we're going through the kettlebell clean and jerk and things like that, but we just want to really touch on something. So what we want to do is have our wrist in a straight position. Oftentimes what we'll see is this overextended position of the wrist that's going to just jam on that wrist joint here. And it's just not good for that wrist joint. So what we want to do is, instead of holding on to the middle of the kettlebell, we want to kind of get the angle or the corner of it and then make sure that that wrist is straight. From there, arms tight to the chest, kettlebell sitting in the V of your arm like we always talk about. So if you're able to get that palm into that corner, it creates a much more stable position for you. So what you're going to be doing, cleaning both kettlebells up into that front rack position. Keep your arms in tight. Knuckles should be right under your chin, that handle right under your chin. Feet will be shoulder width apart. From there, it's just a thruster. So we're going down into our full squat, coming out, and directly up overhead, back down to the chest. On down, pressing up, and back down. So, just a quick thing, one last thing to touch on. We talked about the grip. As we press overhead with this one, we want to keep our palms opposing if we can, so facing in. A lot of times people will want to rotate those palms forward, but if we can kind of think of screwing that arm up into the ceiling, that creates a much more stable position for the shoulder to be in when going overhead, especially with two different objects. So that's your kettlebell thruster quick tutorial.